This is Friday Night Intuitive Messages with Amma. I'm Amma, your intuitive guide, and I've been showing up here every other Friday with some messages for the collective because the collective is going through quite a lot right now. Anyone else? Anyone else feeling that? Yes, we are. We are dead center in the middle of two retrogrades, Mercury in retrograde, Venus in retrograde, as well as two eclipses. We had the lunar eclipse last week, so I don't know about you, but I spent a good portion of earlier this week throwing up, and I was just like, cool, like let the purge go on. And I'm hoping the next one on the 29th is not so dramatic. But just dropping in right now tonight because one, I had a dream to do this live and I've never done that, so here we are. And two, to bring cards, to bring some reading for the collective. So I've got the Enchanted Tarot deck here. This is a very romantic deck. Maybe you can give us some positive vibes during this wild season. I also like to always just stop. If you're in a safe place to do so, go ahead and take a deep breath in with me. And let it go. Breathe in again. And let it go. Let's do one more together. Breathe in. And let it go. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I got three visions when we were breathing, and the first one was really basic. It was like I was looking kind of at this dark, stormy sky, and I saw this very intense ray of light just like come in. So it does feel hopeful that this is a dark night, or we might be feeling that. But I see some ray, like it was a giant ray of light, and it was like, can't miss it. It almost felt like it was coming out of nowhere. That feels like a good message that hope is coming out of nowhere. Yay! Um, the second vision that I got was a little more difficult. It was like kind of like a you're climbing up a lighthouse. Yeah, it was kind of lighthousey. You know, and you're taking the stairs, the spiral staircase upward. But it was a little more complicated than even that. It was actually this spiral staircase, but it was like monkey bars. And I was like, it was monkey bars. Oh my gosh. I like saw it and I was like, whew. Okay, so I don't know if any of you know the Ten of Wands, but that feels like the Ten of Wands on drugs. Like that feels like the Ten of Wands out to doom us. Like we're gonna try to get to the top of that lighthouse, but we're gonna have to like literally climb with our arms. I know I don't have arm strength and I'm trying to work on it. I've been getting a lot of these visions and just differing things individually, collectively. For there's something about getting spiraling to the top of something. I've seen like the inside of the pyramids. I don't know how the insides of pyramids look, but I've been seeing that where you're like climbing the inside of the pyramid to get to the top. This was very similar. It was like a spiral staircase, but again, monkey bars. So that was very difficult. So if you're experiencing the monkey bar stairwell right now, do know that you're going somewhere. You're going up. You're going up, and it feels that there's this like collective. Yeah, we're going up. It's just like how hard is this gonna be? How long is this gonna take? But we are going up. So yay for us. The last one was really cute. I loved this one. You know when you're a teenager and you buy posters to like make a poster and like to put all in your room, I felt like that's what we're doing in this purge season, in this eclipse season. We are tearing down all of the old posters that we had. You might literally physically need to do this spring cleaning right now of get rid of what you had before, get rid of that energy, get rid of what it's connected to, get rid of that memory, go through that healing, and we're putting up new posters. I saw it in this cute like vision in my head, but it was like literally my head. So I was like, almost like I'm doing that metaphorically in my head space. I'm kind of recommending it physically, actually, but I'm thinking, at least for myself and a lot of us, that we're actually doing this mentally. I had this thought today while driving where I was like, oh man, I'm still like getting used to being alone in my head without needing to entertain myself, right? Not listening to something or watching something, or just this need to consume, and trying to consume less and just sit quietly more, which is very difficult. And I used to be better at it, but I noticed that we're all kind of bad at this now. It's okay, globalization, technology, it is what it is. But just this ability to sit silently, to sit okay, to even when you're sitting silently, not feeling like, what do I need to think about right now? Just like letting it be. And so I almost felt like that vision was this. I took down everything, I took out all the normal consumption, and now I'm like, what does my brain actually think about? What does my brain want to create? What does it want to put up on the wall? What does it want to start putting back into this space that I'm trying to clear? And so this feels like an invitation for all of us. Do you like that little burp? Like sometimes as a shaman, when you burp, it's a clearing. So great. That was good timing of burping out the old, and letting the new, it feels very creative based. Like we've been consuming and we have to switch to creation. That feels huge. I also had a card come up as I was going into closing our eyes, and I'll pull that one first because it's here on the bottom of the deck now. And it's this Six of Pentacles, which is great. It's great. Six of Pentacles is energetic movement, but for shining your light in the world. A lot of people think Pentacles has to do with your work or your purpose, and that is very possibly true. I always say it's how you shine your light in the world in whatever capacity that is. When it's a six, there is movement, but we often don't see what that movement is going to be yet. That feels very true to this moment and this point of something's coming. Is it, what is it? Is it good? Is it bad? What is it? I don't know yet, but something is coming. And also those pentacles are hopeful because it feels so purposeful. It feels like this is like you can't see around the corner. I've had unfortunately a lot of clients come in the last like 2 or 3 months that are just on the edge of life, and seeing a card like this, I'm like, please keep holding on. Please keep holding on because there's something you're not seeing yet. There's something that's just, it's around this corner. And so here's another card for us as the collective. What do we need? What is our current energy, and what do we need in this moment? Okay, I got one right here. Beautiful. Four of Cups. So this is Four of Hearts in this beautiful enchanted tarot deck, but it's the Four of Cups. For those that know, this is the Buddha card, this is the Zen card, this is the nothingness card. Even as I was just speaking on releasing the consumption, releasing on the overload, this is that back to you. Oh my gosh, no, I apologize. This is the Four of Cups. That means that it's even more about your emotional space. That Buddha card is usually the Four of Swords. That is coming to mind, but this is your emotions, which I'm like, we need both right now, but this one we do need even more. So yes, if you're like me and you have that Zen mindset coming in, beautiful, but this is actually overpowering that. This is, no, you need to feel to get to the Zen. You need to feel, because it's still four. Four is always still going to be that kind of Zen, meditation, quiet card. But Cups is going to be the feelings that you need to move through to get to a more peaceful place that I'm talking about. This is time to feel it. So I noticed this theme too with people, friends, clients. I just feel like I haven't had time to feel until now. Great. Well, now is the time to be feeling. So anything coming up, I know it's painful, I know it's hard, please don't avoid. Literally for me, it was physical, then the emotional came. There is peace, there is clearing that comes after. This is a hard card to choose. So hard to choose, especially Aries season. We just hit today. We're wanting to go, run, do, fiery, celebrate, be with people, which I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying prioritize this. And depending on who you are and how much you need to process, prioritize it even more, because there's something golden for you behind it. You saw the Six of Pentacles. There's something positive or something that you're moving forward to. You start avoiding this card, that something might not come, or it might take longer. So you can't avoid yourself and your feelings and your quietness. This is still that quietness, that being kind of silent, being in that energy. Okay, oh, this one jumped. So last card. Last card is the Seven of Pentacles. This is the card that I truly don't like. This card, I see it all the time because I don't like it. This is it's a hard work card. It's not that Ten of Wands hard work card like I spoke on before, but it is a putting the effort in. This is getting the job done. This is that creative project that you have been thinking about for years, and now is the time. How do you do that? So you have to be selfish. You have to be selfish and you need to spend time alone, feeling and thinking and being quiet and being in your head and remembering yourself. And it's great when we see a Six of Pentacles moving into a Seven of Pentacles because that tells us there's favor in this possibility, but you still have to choose it. So there is like, hey, move forward. This is coming. Here's an open door for you. But it's not like, oh, it's just going to be easy. Oh, I said yes. I want to do it. Okay, here you go. It's like, no, no, no. It's going to be work. Like, it is, make it a task. Put a to-do list. Like, literally take one of your days. If you have a multiple free days like this, I'm going to do 4 hours of that creative project that I have been thinking about. It is now task oriented. You unfortunately may no longer have the luxury to get it done when you get it done because it's still here. It's not going away. It's coming up very strong. And so it's like now we're putting it on the schedule and we are making it part of our work life because it is work. It's purpose. Even if it's not making you money yet, I don't care. It is purpose for you. This is a putting in the work. Putting in the work. I always kind of say seven too, or like heaven and hell, bliss card, bliss and work card. This when you it's effort. It's the effort. You know, when you're finally putting in the effort, there's reward, and when you're finally getting things done, you feel better. But a lot of us are still on this side of some of that effort. I know we're hard workers. We'll work for other people, but what about our own stuff? Like we have to work for ourselves. This purpose, this work, the why we're here, the call, the vibration. I keep also getting this with all the healers. I feel like I just need to like speak out more. Yeah, you probably do need to speak up more. If you're a healer of any kind, astrologer, Reiki, medium, tarot, doctor, nurse, anything. If you are a healer and you have this yogi to share videos, I am someone that always feels very oversaturated by the internet, and I'm always like, what's the point? But I just feel like we have to oversaturate the internet with the good, with the high vibrational, with the positive, with the knowledge, with the downloads, with what you're getting. So it is actually your turn to do it. Yes, there might be 20,000 other people doing what you're doing. I don't care. This is about you and your vibration. This is about your work and putting it out there and doing the work. And just do this for yourself. I'm just gonna put it in my schedule for a couple months. 2, 3 months, one if that's what I have capacity for, and just see how you feel. Because the good thing about the Seven of Pentacles is it's hard and it's effort and it's work, but it's also a card that's gonna make you feel better when you listen, when you do it, when you start like, oh wow, I wrote for 4 hours, 5 days this month, and I feel productive. That does feel good. Okay, fine. You are kind of getting yourself over that hump. So please get yourself over that hump right now, because you deserve it. The world needs it. We're here. We're raising vibration. So can you share your vibration? Yes. The hardest part of this is well, not only the work, but like choosing your feelings, choosing your selfishness, choosing to go inward, allowing yourself to feel so you can start working. That's the other thing too. I think if you're avoidant of your feelings, you're going to keep being avoidant of the work. You want to do the work, but you avoid the feelings, the work's going to be harder. If you feel the feelings, you slow down, you feel the feelings. So you might be scheduling in 4 hours a week to do your creative project. That might start the first couple times with journaling and crying. That might be the beginning of your work, but knowing that you're trying to put that it is focused on what you're going to be putting effort into, because this might be a blockage for that Seven of Pentacles work. And if you're just like, this is so hard when you're trying to create and do the Seven of Pentacles work, go back to this. Okay, just sit quietly and feel what feelings are in the way. I'm going to end with this. Like, literally, I need to get this purpose work done. Put your hands on your heart. Breathe out. Heart, what feelings or stressors are in the way of me getting my work done? Ugh. Even as I do it, my heart like feels a little heavy. Like, yeah, there's been some sadness. I'm tired. Okay. Thank you, heart, for telling me. I acknowledge you. How can I release this? Probably take a nap. Okay, great. Rest. I don't care what it is. Do not, yeah, for me it's rest. Okay. Do not judge yourself on what you need because you're making space to get the work done. But you have to listen to what you need more intensely, like that, in that way, and not judge what comes up. Like, even as I said rest, my brain, my Capricorn moon was like, oh, but I need to do the work. And it's like, no, no, no. We are making space to do the work. And it's complicated because it's like both are very significant and both matter. But if you haven't rested, you're just pushing on fumes to create the work, and you need to make space for the work from a felt and rested place. So this first, heart first. Okay. Beautiful. Happy Friday. You got this. I'll see you after the next eclipse. Good luck, everyone. Solar eclipse. Solar eclipse is going to help highlight. Solar eclipse is going to help highlight what you're trying to put into the world. So this is probably why this week is about quieting down and listening to what really wants to come through you, because next week is going to bring you that information. So cheers.